We have breaking news. According to Mark Feinstein, Padres not done. San Diego acquiring Brandon Drury from the Reds. Wow!
I like Brandon Drury.
Woo! I do too. Mark Feinstein, give us details here. Brandon Drury in that Reds lineup has been outstanding, and the Padres looking to add to this lengthy lineup.
And we talked before about the Padres wanting to stay underneath that threshold. Brandon Drury is only owed about $300,000 the rest of the year. He is going to the Padres for a minor leaguer. Reportedly, Victor Acosta, the shortstop, San Diego's number 6 prospect. So another piece of the Padres prospect haul headed elsewhere. But, they're all in. And Brandon Drury's had a fantastic year, 20 home runs, and he'll help the Padres. With his versatility, he can play all over the place.
I'm picturing just an empty farm. Like a big, huge open space, farmland, and there's nothing on it anymore for the San Diego Padres. They are all in. This is the definition of being all in. Mark Feinstein, thank you very much. Brandon Drury, who's having quite the year. Yeah. Outstanding for the Cincinnati Reds. He's now in the San Diego Padres
the question mark for Brandon will be, are you ready to be that utility guy? Because when he did that in the past, he's kind of struggled. He's always been a nice player. I like this guy, but he got a chance to settle in and play every day. That's why the numbers became that where they're at. He's not playing every day in San Diego unless you got Bell at first. You're going to have Cronenworth playing, and you got shortstop's going to be Tatis, and Manny's playing.
Does he play left field for him?
Yeah, he's an upgrade on Will Myers.
Yeah.
They're taking bats away from Myers. Credit to the Reds. This guy signed a minor league contract. Now they're turning him into a prospect. This is why you sign these guys in spring training.
Absolutely.
And credit to Brandon Drury. Do you know he has the highest slugging percentage on breaking pitches in all of Major League Baseball? Goldschmidt passed him last night. But you see him 900 slugging against off-speed pitches. When I see a number like that, Harold, I think about balance at the plate. And all those guys there will show great balance. So give Brandon Drury credit. He's gone through a lot of swing changes in the last couple of years. And let's face it, a lot of teams as well, right? He's bounced around. But when you watch his swing here, he's just so balanced at the plate. He's pulling the ball with power a lot more, being on time on breaking pitches. You watch the high finish with 2 hands. Every swing he's going to take here, you're going to see him on balance. It wasn't always the case. As I said, he's kind of fought it a little bit to find this kind of balance at the plate. He's gone from Toronto to the Yankees. Actually, some of this you started to see last year with the New York Mets. But this is a guy now, when I see a number where a guy slugs on breaking stuff, because you see more breaking stuff than ever before in the game, Padres got a good one. Here's what I'm talking about. This is Brandon before. You see a little toe tap there, and then he reaching there, a lot of drift in the swing right there with the Yankees. Next year he came back with the Mets, and this is where I thought, you know what, there's something there with Brandon Drury. I thought he played well, didn't get a lot of at-bats last year, but this is a completely different swing that you're seeing here, where he was trying to find something that he had. Remember early in his career? This is the swing I saw last year. That looks more like what we see this year, right? Brandon Drury, the balance at the plate. This was a guy who had OPSs near 800 with Arizona. That was Brandon back in 17 with that kind of swing. He got away from that, got back to it last year with the Mets, doubled down on it this year. Give him credit. He's been through a lot of swing changes, a lot of teams. He thought he was going to the Angels in spring training. He was driving to spring training to go play for the Angels. He got a call. You can go play for the Reds. Better opportunity to play. All right, I'll go to the Reds. Minor league deal, and now he's with the San Diego Padres.
And you said it, opportunity to play. And that's why he was able to work through that. When he was in Arizona and even, moving through all that, it was a tremendous tape and telling his history. But it comes down to playing. So he's going to have to figure out, how do I stay sharp now that I'm a utility man for the next 2 months?
Yeah, I wonder if the Padres reacted, because Hosmer declined the deal. They end up trading Voit, so they just turn around and acquire Drury to be able to fill that right-handed bat role within their lineup. I'm assuming that's how the deal took place.
And they can get him maybe he's DHing. They can get him,
I think he's going to get a lot of the bats.
I think he's going to get a lot of the bats.
Drury, you got to give him a lot. I don't think he's just the guy off the bench.
No, I think he's going to. I think he's going to get every day at bats at every day different position.
92 games. He's got 20 homers and 59 RBIs and OPS of 855.
But he's a different
player.
But Greg, it comes down to, are they going to give him at bats? I'm sorry, if he doesn't get at bats consistently.
I mean, this is a team that got no production offensively, basically out of their outfield at all. Very, very little out of their first base position or DH position. So now they've got Soto. Now they've added Bell. Now they've added Drury in the combination of all those holes. They've rebuilt their offense today.